Today we're going to do exercise 12.1. It says add a list method to the book catalog program. And then they give us a example of what they want to see listed for the list and how they want it to display. The first step is to review the program, and it's a fairly large program for one of these exercises, that is. And let's look at the top. Standard shebang statement. A lot of functions. Let's find the main, and we can kind of start from there because that's where it's all going to begin. We can see here that when we run it on its own, it's going to automatically look to see if it's running as itself, and if it is, it's just going to run the main. And here's main. We see it first thing it does is goes up and does display menu. Let's find where that is. Oh, right here. Has a menu of the commands it currently has. They eventually want us to add a new one list, so eventually we have to put some code in here to list in the command listing. After it does a display of available commands, it creates our actual dictionary. It calls it book catalog. And this is like a nested dictionary, so a little more complicated than your standard dictionary, which would be just a key value. So here you can see we have the key, but then this key is a nested dictionary, which really makes sense for this because you're looking up books, but within there you need more than just one value, like which would be the author's name. So in the case of this, it's a nested dictionary. We're pulling back a whole nother dictionary in there. So we have Moby Dick, Herman Melville, and published year. We have The Hobbit, Tolkien, and Slaughterhouse-5, and looks like we could even add more kind of on the fly with the add command. Okay, so this is going to loop through here. It looks like they have a kind of a infinite loop going until we break out of it. So true is stay true till we tell it otherwise, until they can break out of it. And why it's in the big loop, which is the program, it's just going to go on, and eventually you hit break to get out of it. And when you do the different commands, let's go and look at some of the functions. We have a show, and that would hit the show book function, passes it the book catalog, which is the dictionary. So let's go up and look at show book. Based on the input of the title, it goes here and looks if title in, book catalog, pulls it out, and based on that throws up all this other information. If it finds nothing, it says sorry, title doesn't exist in catalog. The other one, add edit book. So where's edit and delete, add edit book. Okay, that looks for add. credit in turns. Let you do that. Okay, so let's go down here. We have a delete book. Delete book. Delete book. Oh, I think that one's gonna knock it right out of there. So let's test this out. And we're here. I can see why they want us to add the list, because if you were using this program and didn't have the benefit of seeing the Python code, you have no idea what's in there. So we go show, and let's say I'm interested in, let's see, The Stand by Stephen King. Sorry, doesn't exist in catalog. But because they don't have the list, it's not gonna tell me what's in the catalog. So let's add one of these to there. We'd add a book. So we could add Stephen. Let's add another one. Let's add Atlas Shrugged by Ayn Rand. Okay, we put her book in there, and that's 1950, 57. Cool. So we have that in there, and let's show it. Show book. Atlas Shrugged, and we have Atlas Shrugged, Ayn Rand, 1957. So we add another classic book to the list. Let's get rid of it. Okay, so let's do another show. Okay, now it's removed from the catalog. So that's good. Everything appears to work as it is, but they need our help in this assignment to get a list, so we can really see what's in there. Because especially if someone would have to search through the program, and let's say we didn't put it as a standard script, we made it into a web app, and they had just web access to the program. They weren't able to see really what was going on there. They would have no idea what is in our dictionaries, what is in this what they call the book catalog program. So they really do need a list. So that's going to be very useful. Let's work on adding one. Okay, what I want to do first is I want to rename this. I'm going to call it testing. We don't want to corrupt the original. Very good to say this on all of the exercise videos. Make sure you save it to a different copy so you don't have to reload it or copy it over. It's just much nicer. Okay, so now we have our own local version that eventually we can hand in to complete our assignment. Okay, I guess we could start with the easy part first. I guess the easy part here is going to be where they have all the displays. Let me flip back in our book and see where they wanted it. I guess we could put it anywhere, then it have to be just like that. But it looks like they have it at the top, which is probably a good place. So we're just gonna copy some of this, save a little time. Okay, so this is show. Our new command that we're adding is list, and we're going to say list all books. Okay, so here we're just printing another command and the command list, but it's just print. We totally have done nothing to it yet. So let's look where they call it. I guess we put it here. We could put it right here. This seems like a good place to put it. Okay, so we're going to add another else if. And you can see the first one is a is if show, and so after that we'd have else if and list, and now we have to figure out what we're going to call it. Let's call it list books, and to pass to it we just really need the book catalog. We don't have to add this. Kind of similar to the show, we're passing the book catalog to it. Okay, so we have list books, and that's good. We just have to remember that our name is list books, and to make sure we remember that, I'm going to copy it over there. So right now we're going to use a non-existent function. Let's go up here and let's make this function. We'd use the define def list books, and it's going to, similarly to the one directly below it, put in that catalog. Okay. So now we're going to have to figure out what to do, and we're going to just kind of loop through the books and catalogs, because that's the basically just show the key of the main, not any of the nested dictionaries, but of the main dictionary. So it'd be for book in book catalog, and we're just gonna add a little space to kind of clear things out there. We're going to print and we're going to grab this title. You want to say title. We're going to go print title. Okay, let's give it some space, like maybe here. Sounds good. That's good. We get all this readjusted later, and it really just is a book. because it's just that main key. But we're gonna have to add some other stuff in there, like the author of the book. So we're gonna go print author. Let's make sure we have the same amount of spaces. So we line up, and this is going to be a little trickier. So we're going to have to go book, catalog, okay, and then we need to get to the level of the main key, which is book here in this loop, the for book in book catalog loop. But within that, we're going to have to find the author. Okay. That looks good, and similarly will be the year here. So we're just going to copy this down here. I think we have the right information here. Let's go copy that. Publication year. Okay, and we're going to move that back to want everything to be aesthetically pleasing. So we're going to line that up to look nice. Which the main, once again, we're for book, and we have the main key, and then from there we're actually going to grab the publication year. So let's put that here. Okay, that is actually looking good. I think we may have that. So let's try that. If we get lucky, it would run on the first try. If not, I really don't think we're going to have to do that much modification to it. I think we pretty much have it. Okay. Let's list all books in the library. And we have the 3 that came in there. And let's do one more test. I'm going to add one and then try another print. Let's throw that Stephen King in there. Stand. Stephen King. I think that's 1978. And let's do a list again. There we go. And we could add more. It looks like we shouldn't have affected anything else. So I think we have a winner here. And we can exit. It says bye. So we have completed the exercise, and it is now ready to turn in.